Andrew lost underwater. Andrew double looked up through the tall palm trees. This reminds me of when we were lost in the dark hair forest on Harley's nose, he said. You, said his cousin Judy. She gave a little shiver. I don't ever want to think about that. Do you have to be so irritating on our last morning in Hawaii? Just Judy tossed her frizzy hair and marched toward the ocean. She kicked up little fountains of sand with every step. Andrew followed her. Me, Jude and Audie got a pet now, came a squeaky voice from Andrew's shirt pocket. It was Dot, a little silver robot and Andrew's best friend. Plane leave in 3 hours. I guess you're right, sighed Judy, but I just hate to leave. Their trip to Hawaii had been so much fun. They swam with open eaten seaweed salad and taken an amazing helicopter ride over a volcano. Andrew and Judy had been surprised when Judy's parents took them to Hawaii after the mess they gotten into 3 weeks ago. That was when Andrew had accidentally shrunk himself. Judy and the two microscopic size with the atom sucker. They'd been snuffled into a dog nose, flushed down a toilet, carried off by a cockroach, and dragged into an anthill. Their parents had been a little upset, but mostly they were proud of the kids for solving the big problem of being very little. Before we finish packing, said Andrew, there's something I've got to show you. What? Asked Judy. It's a surprise, said Andrew. Judy looked at Andrew, her eyes narrowed. What kind of surprise? She asked suspiciously. The last time you surprised me, I ended up swimming in the snot. Andrew laughed. It's a surprise of Uncle Al. He has this new invention, but he's been so busy taking us around Hawaii, he hasn't had time to finish it, so I've been getting up early every morning to work on it. After breakfast, I'm going to show Uncle Al what I did. Geez, Louise, said Judy. You've been messing around with one of Uncle Al's inventions? He'll have a cow. Andrew shook his head. He said, come on, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Judy rolled her eyes. I'd better check this out before Uncle Al does, she said. Andrew led the way down the beach. Huge blue waves were crashing onto the white sand. Wowzers, said Andrew. Look how high the waves are. Nip high tide, said Dot. Moonful big lump of water to this side of ours. See? Dot going to his face screen. They came to a quiet lagoon surrounded by palm trees. A few small boats were on-shore there. Andrew walked up to garage at the edge of the water. There was a small box in the middle of the door. Andrew talked into a box. Good morning, Miss Molly, he said. Chugga 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 came a noise from inside the garage. The garage door rolled up slowly. Andrew stepped inside and clicked on the light. Ta-da!